And welcome to our Game 4 of the 52nd Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament 2008. I'm here with Lloyd Rice, our cameraman, Corey Martin. And like I said, next game here is the game number 4 between the 4th-seeded Hayti Indians and the 13th-seeded Puxico Indians. Well, we've seen a few surprises here early on. In our last game, number 3, Kennett was knocked off by 14th-seeded Van Buren. So right now, Hayti is going to be a couple guys down than they usually are. And who knows, we could see another little upset here
I'm sure,
in the 4th game on.
That's right, Tyler. I'm sure Puxico is counting on that same energy. I know as I walked past the coach down there, he was actually telling them that seeds at this point don't mean anything. They seeded a full roster. Those guys are gone. So this one's absolutely up for grabs at this point.
Yep, sure thing. And you know that change. You know when you look at that game on paper, Kennett, they're going to move on, or you would think they're going to move on. But that consolation break, it really mixes things up early on when you have a 3 seed going to the consolation. So
it does, and I'm sure Kennett, as down as they are now, as they look at what you've got to do is you got to figure out a way to win the most amount of games in this thing in a 4-day tournament. And there's only one team going to win all 4. There's a couple of teams going to get an opportunity to win 3. You got to get those guys pointed in the right direction.
right.
Tough on a day 1 like that. But
yep.
I tell you, I like Puxico's chances. They're very capable. They're a little better team than they've probably shown to this point, getting used to the new coaching situation. A lot of new players. The Smith kid in particular is a returning starter, a good player, played a lot of minutes last year. So they're kind of getting the feel for things, but I know they're feeling pretty good about where they're at this point. Yeah,
like we said, Hayti's going to be a few guys down. Coach said earlier they're going to be without a few guys that they usually have, but they're the defending champions here in the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, so you know they're going to come out hard and try to defend that title.
Never take for granted what that means, too, because your kids, just like you get kind of sucked into a losing streak, also kind of get caught up in winning, and you just kind of know how to do it, what to do late, and awful athletic-looking bunch down there warming up. I don't care if they've a few players short or not. I'd say Coach Taylor's got these guys good and ready to go.
Yep, looking for a good game here. A lot of good competition early on, even though in the early games with the seeds are spread out, but we're looking for a good one here between the 4th-seeded Hayti Indians and the 13th-seeded Puxico Indians. We'd like to let you know that this game is brought to you by Three Rivers Community College, and we'll be right back with your starting lineups.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
Means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
And welcome back to our 4th game of the 52nd Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Our next game is the 4th-seeded Hayti Indians versus the 13th-seeded Puxico Indians, and we will have our starting lineups here just momentarily.
Tyler, good atmosphere already today. Good full gym, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I was surprised that it's filled up as early as it has. Even in the first game, we had a lot of more fans than I expected come out.
Good atmosphere. It's tough to get up and play at 10 in the morning, and Bernie took care of that for him. So
definitely. And for the Puxico Indians, number 4, 6'3" senior Jason Wood. And 5'10" senior, number 10, Eric Williams. And 6'2" junior, number 15, John Smith. 5'8" senior, number 20, Travis Stewart. And 6'3" senior, number 33, Joey Phillips. And Puxico is coached by Mark Crane and John Walker.
Coach Crane's the new coach there, following up Coach Dowdy and even a couple years ago, Coach Allen. So getting a new system going over there.
And for the Hayti Indians, 5'10" junior, number 2, Keenan Williams. And 6'2" senior, number 5, Andrew Luster. 6'2" senior, number 15, Denzel Presbury. 6' junior, number 32, Craig Rogers. And 6'2" junior, number 45, Dorian West. And the Hayti Indians are coached by Philip Taylor and Bart Chance. And who we got officiating tonight or today, Lloyd?
We've got Todd Roth from up at Cape Girardeau. Tim Harmon lives down in Malden. Tim's been with us several years. And Mr. Merlin Johnson, Merlin's principal down at Clarkton, and does a little officiating on the side. So these guys look forward to this Christmas tournament just about like the coaches and players do.
Yeah, this is about the one of the biggest events you can officiate in, definitely in high school basketball.
It is. It's a lot of fun, great atmosphere. You get to catch up with a lot of people. Just the whole thing makes it a lot of fun for them as well.
Okay, we're set for tip-off here. The game number 4 between the Puxico Indians and the Hayti Indians. And here we go. Tip goes to out of bounds right off the tip there at center court. And it's going to go to the Puxico Indians. Well, I bet those are tough when you throw those up and it goes straight out of bounds.
You know, one of the last things you say out of the locker room is be ready to go from the tip.
Yep.
So,
all right,
and right there's the reason why.
Yeah, sure thing.
You know, both these teams got a little size. These guys aren't.
There it is, a basket by number 20. That's Travis Stewart for 2.
Good little backdoor cut. Coach
Sure
got to like
thing.
how that start goes.
Ball down in for Hayti, put up, no good. Rebound, Jason Wood brings it up.
Good block out there by Wood. He had a very athletic bunch there to deal with down on the blocks for Hayti. So these guys are going to have their hands full.
Pucks go up, no good. Rebound, Craig Rogers. Gives it up to Dorian West. He drives in the hole. No good. Rebound, Puxico. Travis Stewart bringing the ball up for the Indians. Over to number 4, Jason Wood. He puts it up. No good. Rebound, Hayti coming the other way.
Not too sure Coach Crane's going to be super pleased with that choice of shots on that trip.
No, sure not. There's 2 straight shots. And up and good for Hayti.
Hayty's going to be able to rebound. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's one thing that's going to be key in this game is rebounding.
Going to have to keep him off the boards.
Pucks go up with a shot, no good. And a rebound going the other way with the Hayti Indians. Shot up, no good. Follow up, no good. Rebound, Puxico. John Smith brings it up the goal.
Good pass.
Dishes off.
Yep.
No good. And there's a steal. Hayty's going the other way. And that's good for Hayty's Dorian West.
It's a good athletic bunch there. They got long arms getting some tip balls.
Yeah, that's one thing in basketball. You need is the length.
That's right.
Shot up by Puxico, no good. Out of bounds. Off Hayti, off Presbury. He's going to stay with Puxico.
Looks like Puxico's getting the opportunities that they need. They're not taking probably some great shots in the coach's mind, but there's another good position.
Yeah, there's a shot up by Wood. There's a foul. And that'll be on Rogers, his first. Team's first. And Jason Wood will go to the line, shoot 2. First shot up, good.
Jason's a senior. These guys that are seniors for Puxico played behind a group last year that played from about their sophomore year on, and it was tough for a lot of these guys to get a lot of meaningful playing time. So just because they haven't been starters or integral parts, they have been playing a lot of basketball.
Yeah, they start 4 seniors and 1 junior, so a lot of good senior class there. Driving the lane by Hayti up, no good. Rebound West. Got it taken away. Smith takes it away, brings it up. Looks in the paint, puts up a shot, blocked. Going the other way, Hayti on the break. Shot up, good.
Woods got a little tied up there.
Yeah, that's Keenan Williams for 2. He got it on the break and took it all the way.
Good looking play.
Yeah. And pucks go to the right side. To the left. Stewart puts up a 3, no good. Rebound, Hayti going the other way. Luster to the hole. No good. Rebound, West puts it up, good.
if I'm Puxico, I mean, at this point in the game, I'm not real pleased that we're going down. We're putting up some quick shots. Hayti is just the team that you don't want to get into that, the shoot, holler, and follow game. So,
yep. Smith puts up a shot at block, going the other way, and Hayti puts in another. That's number 15, Denzel Presbury, with his first two.
He's had his hands on the ball several times.
Yep, they're getting a lot of them are getting their hands on the ball here early, converting a lot of turnovers, going the other way. So Puxico's going to find a way to put a hamper on that. There's a foul on Hayti here on the baseline.
Had his man beat to the baseline side of it, and that's just kind of a dead man zone. You're just about as well off to let him go on through and get hung up there under the goal.
Yeah, that foul's on Keenan Williams, his first. And the ball out up to Smith at the top. Goes down to 20. Puts up a three, no good. Travis Stewart up with a three, that's no good. And looks like we're going to stay here, out of bounds on Hayti.
Yes, that's Stewart's second or third three attempt. Seemed to be kind of looking for him out of that set they run.
Yep. There's Cody Russell passes in.
A little too many hands in there.
Yeah, we have number 11, Cody Russell's in the game for Puxico. And number 4, DeMonte Abbott of Hayti. Shot up by Puxico, no good. Rebound, Hayti.
Whoa.
That's
probably got by with the walk.
Shot up by Keenan Williams, no good. Looks like we have a tie up on the rebound, and it's going to stay here with Hayti. Into the game for Hayti, number 35, Darnell Clay. He's in for Craig Rogers, number 32. And Hayti to inbound on the baseline. Passes into the baseline, out front. Abbott with the ball to the left side. And pass, but taken away. Down on the break. Puxico on the break, and it's good. Travis Stewart puts it in on a fast break there.
Maybe that'll break the ice for Stewart a little bit. He's just a little bit cold here at the start.
Keenan Williams the ball out front for Hayti. Looks to drive, kicks it out, passes, and it's thrown away. He was wanting to give it off to Abbott there, but maybe a little too high. And John Smith bringing the ball up for Puxico. Crosses over to the left, gets a pick, takes a shot. Good.
Good looking left-handed shot.
Sure is. Well, it's hard when you're a righty, especially when you're playing a lefty. You don't know when he's going to take that shot.
You can always count on those lefties being good for about 6 extra
Keenan
points.
Williams to the basket for 2 for Hayti. Well, he just marched on in there. He didn't have a defender in sight.
I didn't see that play being real difficult for him.
And Smith out to Wood. Passes down to Russell. And then over to Williams. He puts it up. No good. Rebound Puxico. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Smith. He puts it back up. Good.
Up and in.
That's going to be a key for Puxico to stay in here early, to stay on the board, offensive boards, and get those putbacks.
It is because, at least on the other end of the floor, Hayti has seemingly kind of had their way with the rebounds, and that will just you've either got to shoot 80%, make every shot you put up. Here's another series.
Yeah, Hayti puts up a couple shots, gets their own rebound, but they're putting it back out to Williams here. Over to Abbott. He drills around the right side. Down to West. He puts it up. No good.
Another rebound.
Rebound, another by Hayti. That was Clay with the rebound. He put it back up and was fouled. And that's going to be a foul on number 4, Jason Wood, his first.
Got caught behind. Didn't really intend on fouling, but.
And Clay to the line shooting 2. His first up, no good. And into the game for Hayti. Outgoing is Andrew Luster. Number 15 in, Denzel Presbury enters back into the game.
Not to harp too much on the guys that are not here for Hayti, but this is a good-looking mix he's had of 6 or 7 that he's ran through. if those three were important to his success, he's got a pretty good bunch down there.
Right.
In Hayti.
Clay's second shot is up good. Smith brings the ball up. Russell passes in. Back out to Smith. Goes to the right side. Passes back out to Williams. Passes out to Smith for three. That's good.
I would have told you before the game that Smith is going to spend most of his time within about 10 feet of the basket. So John's made himself a pretty well-rounded basketball player over the summer.
Yeah, he's sure got a good touch out there. He's hit the past couple shots from the outside there.
Brought the ball up some. I didn't know he was a guard. So.
Yeah, and that's Clay that had the ball on the inside there, got hacked, and they're going to be out of bounds, inbounds for Hayti.
John's a really good baseball player, good athlete at Puxico. It's the
shot up by Abbott, no good. Clay with a rebound, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Puxico thrown out. Abbott recovers it, brings it back out. Over to Williams. He drives into the paint, puts up a shot. No good. It's going to rim out. Rebound by Abbott, puts it up, and he's fouled.
It's too many opportunities.
Yep, the offensive boards being a big key here early.
They don't have to shoot it well at all if you're going to give them 4, 5, 6 opportunities. So far, and that's what they've been able to do.
And that foul's on Joey Phillips. His first shot up for Abbott is no good.
It also gets the coaches frustrated. Everybody gets to looking for over the backs. Your kids get to. It's kind of a dangerous road to start going down.
Right. And Abbott's second shot's good. Smith brings the ball up the right side, crosses over left, goes in the paint, puts up a fake, puts it back up. Oh, and they're going to call a travel on him first. That was a good move there, but he just kind of put in an extra step there. But a nice little move, a little head fake to draw the defense forward, and had a nice little shot there.
They've been doing some nice head fakes from the wing and a drive. You can tell that's part of their coaching there at Puxico this year. But he had a little bobble, kind of a funny little half step there.
Presbury out on top, passes down to the corner to Williams, but he throws it out of bounds, and it's going to be Puxico ball. It looks like Williams thought it was deflected and just kind of drew back, and turns out it wasn't off a Puxico player. Inbound to Russell.
Never leave it up to the officials. Go
Definitely.
ahead and grab it if it's there. Little shove.
And there's going to be a push on the drive. Foul against Hayti. And it's going to be a foul on number 4, DeMonte Abbott. That'll be his first. Inbound Puxico. Russell inbounding, gets it out to Stewart.
Yeah.
Back to Russell. Puts it up, no good. Rebound Williams, he's back out to Russell. And Russell gets it taken away. Williams is on a break. Gets sandwiched a bit, but puts it up and good.
Wow.
That was a nice little shot there with the traffic on both sides of him.
I'm not sure how he got that off.
Smith to the left side. Pivots, turns around, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound Williams, tries to put it up for the quarter, but he runs out of time here. And we've got a first score of 16-13, and that's Hayti on top. Nice little quarter there.
Good quarter. I have got to tell you that Coach Taylor is bound to be pleased with his first quarter.
Sure thing. Well, that's it for the first quarter. Again, it's Hayti 16 over Puxico. It's 16-13, and you're watching high school basketball on YHC TV. And welcome back. We're about to gear up for the second quarter here between Game 4 of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament between the 4th-seeded Hayti Indians and the 13th-seeded Puxico Indians. What did you think of the first quarter there, Lloyd?
I tell you, especially on the Hayti end of the bench, when you show up at a tournament and you've got to sit 3, at least 2, maybe a third starter out, you're saying you're not starting them. It's a frustrating. I know everybody's been missing some school because of ice and stuff. I think they've got to be real pleased not only to be in the lead here, but to have seemingly played pretty well. That was a well played quarter.
Yeah, and a little low scoring as we've seen in every game so far. It seems like teams are getting a slow start. So we'll see if that changes here in the second quarter. Puxico inbounds. Smith brings it up, gives over to Stewart.
I think Puxico's
Well, actually, that's Williams, actually.
I think Puxico's going to like what they have going as a whole, just kind of having a hard time getting it to go in the hole.
And rebound, Hayti. We're going the other way. Abbott brings the ball up. Passes over to Williams. He puts it up, and the three is good for Kenan Williams.
That's a big shot. He's put
got
that up like he knew what was going on.
Yeah, he's got 9 points so far, so he's been their main man here early. And Smith bringing the ball up, passes over. Shot in by Russell, puts it up, no good. Going ahead, Abbott up, and count it. They called a block on the shot. Basket's good.
Hayti's quick to get that ball down and get it up in the air. It's almost like we'll deal with the results secondarily. So that's a game that Puxico doesn't need to get into with them. They don't need to be coming down and getting quick shots themselves. And that's hard to get kids to do if you're getting sucked into that game a little bit, if it's open and it's there.
All right. And we're coming down. Shot up. Three-pointer. Good by Travis Stewart. That's his 7th of the game. Points, that is. I wouldn't say three-pointers.
Travis has put several in the air. I know kind of keep track of his threes, but.
Pass to Williams on the baseline. He goes in, passes off to West, but we're getting a tie up. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay with Hayti.
Good defense. Coach going to like seeing that.
And to the game is for the Hayti Indians, number 5, Andrew Luster. And number 45, Dorian West. No, that's Dorian's already in there. Or did I get that right? Well, we'll see. Shot up, no good. By Andrew Luster. Rebound to Russell. He gives to Smith. He's bringing up the left side. Pass it off. Into Russell. He loses the handle. And out of bounds going to Hayti.
Russum's another senior that there again has probably played a lot, but when you play behind one of those classes that is really senior dominated like they were, it really hadn't allowed these guys to have a lot of varsity action that was meaningful. And they were pretty short on the bench if I remember last year. So.
And Dorian West up again. Another 2 points. He's got 8 in the game so far. Well, he's been working hard. He's been working good down there. I mean, here, as the game goes on, they might be looking for him because every shot he's put up, I think he's hit.
I was just going to say, he's making it look awful easy.
And Smith passes out to Stewart. He puts it up. Puts up a three, no good. Rebound to Hayti coming the other way. Pass it ahead, deflected. Oh, what a pass.
Oh, that's a good play.
And the basket and the foul.
Really like the fact that he did not put it on the floor. Russum just caught it, 2 steps up and in. Probably earned himself 2 points because of it.
Yeah, Russum gets the basket and the assist from Williams. Nice assist off the steal.
If he would have taken time to dribble it or slow down, that's a whole different play. So.
And the free throw's good for Russum. And Williams bringing the ball up for Hayti. And Williams in the corner. Passes out to Rogers. He goes down. Presbury puts it up, and good.
He's had his hands on several tonight. And the thing about these Hayti kids, they're good athletes. They play a lot of football, and I know they played somewhat deep into the football season.
There's a three up by Russell, and it's good.
Russell's been an impact since he's come into the game.
There's a shot up. No good. And Smith brings the ball up. Gives it back to Stewart. Gives it back to Smith. He goes to the left side, puts up a fake. Shot up. Good.
Good looking play.
Yep, he's got that shot. He's got that head fake going down for him.
John's 6'2", but I think everyone on the floor is about 6'2". It's a
yeah. There's another shot in by Presbury's good. Well, Hayti's just digging into that paint.
Everything they're putting up is about 2 and 3 footers, and they're eventually going to get it in, whether off the rebound or.
Shot up by Williams, no good. Rebound Hayti going the other way. Williams 1-on-2 here. He's going to pull up. And there's a two-pointer for Williams.
Long two-point basket.
Yep, that's about as long as you can take. Wasn't a bad shot there. The two guys sunk back, and he just pulled up and iced it. And it's taken away. Williams on the break again. He's going to go all the way, and he scores it again. Boy, old Williams is getting out on the break. He's doing about it all right now.
He is. You don't coach speed. You can't teach that. You're either blessed with it or you're not. And he took it away himself, and he beat everybody down the floor.
That's his 13th point of the game.
That's a load.
John Smith for three. No good. Gets his own rebound in the paint. Puts up a shot fake. Up again. No good. Rebound Hayti. Out of bounds going to Hayti.
Say Coach Crane's trying to kind of scratching his head. Not got a real good feel for what's going on at this point.
Yeah, we'd like to let you know that this game is brought to you by Three Rivers Community College. Yeah, we got a quick 30-second timeout here. Lloyd, what do you think of the trend here so far in the second quarter?
Well, we've kind of erupted for a lot of points. This is going to be a game in the 70s, close to 80s. I'd have to think that's the Hayti's advantage on paper. Puxico has put together a little 6-point run here to kind of get back to within 7, but I'm not thinking this is actually their game plan. They're playing pretty good basketball. I would have thought that they'd have wanted to maybe turn it over a little more, look for a little better shot or two on their offensive end. See if that doesn't pan out, at least after, maybe not after timeout, but after halftime.
Right.
I can't think on paper there's going to be a whole lot of teams that you want to get into the 70s and 80s with a Hayti or a team like that.
Right. And we have Hayti coming up after the timeout. Hayti down. Shot by Presbury. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Phillips. Gets it to Smith. He brings it up. Pass over to Russell. He puts up a three. No good. Rebound Presbury for Hayti. Bringing it up. It's a 3-on-4 here. He's going to pull it out.
Right now they were playing 4-on-5.
He looks for Rogers. He takes, and Rogers takes in. He's fouled.
That guy drove in just wide open.
And that foul's on Joey Phillips, his second, team's fifth. And Craig Rogers will go to line shooting two.
Hey Tyler, you got to watch your energy level at these games too. You can't get caught up into it being the middle of the day or it's an odd time and off yesterday and probably ate a lot and been kind of messing around, and it's kind of tough to get the cobweb shuck off early. You don't want to dig yourself too big a hole.
Sure, yeah, especially these. I remember my playing days. Always hated those games right after the holidays.
Brutal.
Those were the roughest.
You're not practicing well. It's just a little bit out of sync.
And Puxico with the ball over right to Russell. Back up to Smith. Left Stewart. Down to.
Doing a little four-out, passing around the perimeter.
Over to Russell. He drives the baseline, puts it up. Good. Nice little drive.
Tell you what, Russell has impressed me in the early going here.
And Hayti goes right to Presbury. Looks down.
Yeah, little shove, little cheat.
Yeah, looks down to Luster. Wanted to put up a shot. Hesitated, and he gets fouled going to the line. And he'll be shooting two. That foul's on Joey Phillips, his third.
That's probably, I know that's one of Coach Crane's, not only his big bodies, one of his starters. 3 fouls in the first half. Probably not going to see him the rest of the half.
Second shot up. No good. Rebound Smith. He brings it the other way. He's got a little traffic. Pulls it up. Goes to Stewart. He's at the top of the key. Picks it up. Over to Stewart. Left to Smith. Back to Stewart. Over to Gadbury. Jonathan Gadbury into the game.
sitting back in that zone going to make Puxico make some decisions here. You either settle for shots or you.
Jason Wood with the ball, throws it. Deflect is going to stay with Puxico.
Coaches never want you to settle for long jumpers. They need you penetrating, passing. You got to. It's tough, but you got to keep that zone working and moving.
Pass trying to get down to Wood. Russell steps back in bounds, but he just didn't get stepped in time and tried to grab it. And out of bounds. Hayti coming the other way. We're 1:21 left in the second quarter. 33-26 Hayti. Presbury looks to pass it left to Abbott, but Abbott tries to go to a back door and he throws it out of bounds.
Abbott was running the other play.
Okay, Puxico Smith bringing it up. Goes left. Out to Stewart. Passes into Wood. Dribbles into the paint. Russell recovers, puts it up good. Well, Russell's just being in the right place at the right time here early on.
Taking several opportunities to hands on loose balls up and in.
Rogers puts it up, no good. Rebound Gadbury. Coming the other way. Smith puts it up in the paint, good.
Good looking shot.
Well, I'll tell you, he's 6'2", and he goes to the hole hard, and he can stop on a dime, either put up the shot or get a shot fake and then go up. Boy, it's hard to defend at 6'2" and a lefty at that.
Up and under. He's a tricky guy to guard because he is left-handed. He's been around the block a time or two. He's going to be a mess to guard and deal with. They've slipped back to within 3 after probably not where they wanted to be early in the quarter or in the half, and they're going to be in good shape if they can keep it here close. Not going to miss many free throws.
And free throw good by John Smith, and into the game for Hayti, Keenan Williams. Shot up by Keenan Williams, no good. Rebound Puxico. Russell bringing it up the left side. He comes down the center. Looks to go to the paint. Up, no good. And there's a push on Wood there in the back. Will be coming.
He just really had that look on his face when he caught the ball at about the half court and could kind of feel that one was going to go in the air.
Well, I'll tell you, that's not a bad play because the defense is drifting back, and they're not expecting Puxico to just take it all the way.
Right.
You know, it's a good aggressive play, but just didn't pan out that time.
And especially for him because he's been the guy. Everything's went down for him.
And foul on number 4, Wood. That's his second. Shot up. Good by Rogers. Second shot up by Rogers. Good. He's got 4 in the game. And Puxico wins bounds. Smith up the right side. Looks over to Russell on the right side. Passes into Wood. Turn around. Shot fake, puts it up. No good, but it's fouled. He'll go to the line.
I like that. I've never been a real fan of holding, going for one, getting yourself out of what you do and your plays. And
yeah, and you can always make that. You can always go after your shot because the other team's going to have to come down and be rushed either way.
Either way, and go down and just turn it over and do your thing. And just never been a fan of that.
First shot up good. Second, no good by Wood. Bring it coming the other way with Hayti. Rogers looks to drive it baseline. Goes up. No good. Rebound Abbott. Passes over to. And they're not going to get the shot off. And that comes to a conclusion of our first half. Fourth seeded Hayti Indians are up over the Puxico Indians at 13th seed, 35-32 at halftime. And we'll be back in just a moment with scores or stats and more commentary with Lloyd Rice.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
And welcome back. We're here at halftime of our fourth game of the 52nd Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament 2008. We're here with fourth-seeded Hayti Indians taking on the 13th-seeded Puxico Indians. And our halftime score is Hayti on top of Puxico at 35-32. Well, Lloyd, what'd you think of the first half?
Good first half, I think, by both teams. Actually, I was a little surprised how well Hayti played under the situation, missing some starters. You never know how that's going to play out for you, but that's a pretty good team on the floor. Puxico seemed to want to maybe try to take advantage of it. The ball didn't go in early, but, pull them within 3. If I'm Coach Crane going into halftime, I'm pretty pleased with the fact that we're only down 3. Probably didn't do everything we wanted, and looking forward to getting some things changed in the second half, especially starting to rebound.
Yeah. Well, as we saw earlier, offensive rebounding's been huge early. We had a lot of, Hayti got on a string there where they had 5 or 6 shots on one possession right there under the goal. Weren't able to convert on about the first 5 of those, but and then you had Puxico coming back and trying to, Hayti's in, they're kind of bringing the defense in, and Puxico's trying to work it around. They're actually taking advantage of both the outside shots available and also penetrating into the lane and getting those shots in there. We see John Smith doing big things early for Puxico. He's got 12 so far at half.
Well, and I was going to say, for a first half that's relatively high scoring, for Smith to have 12, I'm sure Russum's in the mix there real close.
Yep, Russum's got 10. Stewart's got 7.
I'm not even sure anybody else has scored, but if those 3 guys are going to get in your double digits for you like that, that's probably a pretty good mix for Puxico.
Yeah, for one thing for Puxico, they've got one thing they're able to do is they're able to get in the paint. John Smith's actually getting in, and he's converting. He's getting to the line. So I look for Puxico to come out and actually, probably pound that paint a little harder, and especially with Smith when he's getting in the lane, pretty much whenever he tries. And at 6'2", he can either take that shot, pass it out, and that's going to be a threat for Puxico in the second half.
I think Smith might have hit a 3 himself, but they're not a big-time outside shooting team, and they've actually put up several threes. I'm not in love with the fact that we're 2 for 8 or 2 for 10 or whatever from the three-point line when we're probably not only matching them physically inside, but maybe even a little better, because I'm like you with Smith and Wood and some of those other guys. I'll take my chances turning it over and putting it in the paint on them.
Right, and you never know. Second half is big with adjustments. You get the halftime, and you never know, you might see Hayti come bring the pressure more outside, and Puxico maybe doing some of their own. So that's one thing to look forward to in the second half. As for Hayti, their big man so far is Keenan Williams. He's been having the ball on the break, and he's hitting some outside shots. He's got 13 at half. And also Dorian West, he's got 10. I mean, every time he's getting the ball under there into the basket, he seems like he's just putting it right back in. So he could be big in the second half as well.
Just so many offensive rebounds in there, and that's just don't make it so easy on them. That's probably accounted for a good 12 to 15 of these points, and if you peel even half of them off the board, you're sitting right where you want to be.
Yeah, that's one thing Puxico is going to have to shore up is, those offensive rebounds Hayti's being able to get. And they don't have a lot of height, but you're just going to put the body on them.
Oh, and then just think about it across the course of a game. If you can just get a couple, 2 or 3 of them, and not even that initial offensive rebound, but how many times have we put up 3 and 4 and even a 4th or 5th shot that led to a foul or something bad. There's nothing good going to come out of that 2nd or 3rd offensive rebound.
Yeah, definitely. And, coaches have their own sayings, the offensive rebounds turn into so many odd points, and you look back at the game and you lose by only a few points, and you take back those second chance points. That comes up big in a game.
Right. Free throws, hitting a free throw here or there, and all of that kind of stuff really matters.
And we'd like to let you know that this game is brought to you by Three Rivers Community College, and we'll be back with your second half in just a moment.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Fourth-seeded Hayti Indians taking on the Puxico Indians, the 13th seed. Alongside me with Lloyd Rice, and behind the camera is Corey Martin.
Not your typical 4 and 13 seed score, but
No.
Nonetheless, I'd say that this, as this thing had to seed early, as most do, they had a pretty good feel that this would be a better game than a 4-13.
There's Smith in the lane, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound to Russell, he puts up a shot in the paint, good.
My man Russell again kind of called his name a time or two.
Yep, and Smith, he got there in the lane again, but the easy basket by Hayti there. By Luster. And Puxico bringing the ball. Smith picks up his dribble. Looks for Russell, puts up a shot block. And Rogers brings it down. Turns it over to Russell, puts it up, no good.
Then an air ball.
And lets it go. And we're going to have Hayti ball, bringing it up.
Kind of a wild series of plays there.
Williams over to the right. To Rogers, he drives in the paint, throws it out, and foul before the pass.
Going to say that was on the floor.
And the foul's on Jason Wood. That's his third. And a pass in, and an easy basket there for Hayti for Denzel Presbury. And a full court press here. Wood with the ball in the paint, goes up. No good. Rebound Presbury, and he's fouled.
Definitely going to have to make your 2-footers.
And the foul's on Travis Stewart, his second. Hayti inbounds. Craig Rogers bringing up the right side. He drives right, looks in for West, thrown away. Smith brings it up. Over to Russell on the right side. He looks baseline, he drives baseline. Goes up, no good.
Lost handle on that ball.
Rebound Williams, he looks ahead, but and we got it's a foul here at midcourt. Looks like it's going to be on Russell. Cody Russell. His second, team's third. And these quick three fouls, this could be big down
I was just
later on down the lane.
trying to think how sloppy and big that could be as a whole when it's basically 3 trips in a row.
And Williams drives, turns it over. Russell with the steal. He goes on one-on-one. Drives up in the lane. Up, good.
Little pull-up jumper, back to within 3. That's important.
That's a nice one. He pulled up there. He just didn't take it all the way and risk the charge. Just pulled up right there in the middle of the lane. Nice little shot there. And look, we had an official timeout on the floor. And we're all cleared up, ready to inbound. Hayti. Abbott brings it up the court, in the back court. And the left side, looks over to Rogers. He looks down, drives. Over to Abbott. He puts up a shot in the paint, up, no good. Rebound Russell. And Stewart over to Smith, brings it up the right side, crosses over to the left, goes to the paint. In the traffic, goes up good.
Oh, tough shot. Tough shot on him.
Well, it looks like Puxico's sticking to their, what they did well in the first half. Smith taking it hard to the paint and using that big frame of his to get up and get a good shot off. And Presbury loses the ball. Stewart brings it up the right side. He's going to go all the way. No good.
Oh.
Rogers with a rebound, brings it up. He's got a break. Throws it out of bounds. Is it deflected? And they're going to say no deflection, Puxico ball.
I'm not sure he had in mind that he was going to shoot it then, and the paint just kept opening wide up for him. So.
And inbound. Dick Williams. Get it back up to Russell.
Yep.
Oh, he loses control of it. Rogers with a steal, deflected.
Oh, boy.
Deflected by Williams. Smith recovers. He brings it up the left side. He's going to go to the paint. He goes all the way, and you can count it.
Good
John
play
Smith
by
all the way to
Smith.
the basket and the foul. I'm telling you, he's staying aggressive. He's been aggressive from the jump, and it's paying off.
He's got the ability to.
And the foul's on Dorian West, his first. And what we got
Oh, my
going
goodness.
here?
We've got some blood on John Smith there somehow. And it's on the back of
Yeah, it looks like the neck there. He's got a might have caught a fingernail there on that drive.
Yeah, it's on the back of his ear, a neck, something. They're going to have to do a little more than just wipe on that.
Yeah, that's quite a scratch there if we can see it all the way from up here. And he's going to have a replacement for his free throw shot.
He may come out with his whole head bandaged.
Right. And
if Coach is smart here, he put in a good free throw shooter for his substitute.
And he's got, let's see here.
Probably going to have some blood on the floor, maybe.
Yeah, they're calling the Bloomfield superintendent, the administrator of the Bloomfield Christmas tournament, called down to the floor. Might just have a.
I can tell you, I have no idea what happened for him to be bleeding like that.
Well, you see, he made that drive and he had about 2 or 3 defenders on him. It seemed like, and he could have easily caught a fingernail on the way to the hoop right there.
Or my thinking is it might have even happened a play or two before, and nobody saw it or realized it until then, because the way the guys are looking for the blood down here. And of course, because he looks like he made a trip from one end to the other. In this day and age of all the bloodborne pathogen issues, there's a lot of rules, a lot of things they've got to do.
And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back when we're ready to go with our free throw. And you're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
And we're back. We took about a 6 or 7 minute layoff there. It looked like John Smith, he got a cut on his neck, and Lloyd looked like over here at the three-point line on the other end where he got control of the ball and then pushed it up the floor, and that's where it happened. But we're back here in action. And his replacement,
on
Jonathan
the
Gadbury, missed the free throw, and they get the possession back. A couple passes here, turned over. Hayti coming the other way. Presbury.
And we had mentioned it several times on the break, but I still have no idea what happened for him to get such a cut. It was either on his ear, the back of his head, somewhere back there, but he's still not come out of the locker room. I guess they're trying to get him maybe taped or stitched up.
And in the meantime, Rogers drives to the hole, gets another 2.
If I'm coach, I may accidentally knock over a water jug or something over there to delay a little bit. Wait on him.
Yeah. And over right side to Wood. Goes down to Russell. Back out to Wood. To Stewart, top of the key. Over to Gadbury to the left. Back up to Stewart. Back over to Gadbury. He faces up.
Longest possession of the game right here.
Sure is. Russell goes to dribble, loses the handle of it, and it looks like we're going to get a tie up here. It is, and it's going to possession arrow to Hayti. So good defensive effort there by Hayti.
Coach Taylor getting a sub up and in. Somebody obviously missed a.
Yeah, and that's Darnell Clay in for Andrew Luster.
If the camera stays in him, he's going to go draw him something.
And there's a steal going the other way. Russell on the break. Up, good.
Tell you what, Cody Russell is instant energy since he's been in the game.
Yeah, he's got quite a few steals here lately, too. And we've got a pass over the right side.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He did not foul him.
Yeah,
and,
that's Darnell Clay with the travel. Kind of leaned in and just kind of lost his footing and just took too many steps there. Inbound to Russell.
Most officials are not going to bail you out for a sloppy dribble in where you don't need to be kind of thing. And
there's a three-point by Stewart, and it's good.
About an 8-point swing there just happened in the midst of that. You never know what's going to happen after a long layoff like that. And who would have thought that after John Smith goes to the locker room that they take their first lead of the game.
And Rogers out. Passes right to Presbury. He backs it out. Looks in, throws it away. Russum again on the break. He pulls up.
Look at that.
And a nice layup by Russum. Cody Russum for 2.
It's not the most stylish looking
No, he
thing
took
ever.
off pretty early there. I think he wanted to avoid the defender there, so he went up a little early, and it paid off. And Abbott goes to the hole, but they call it travel. And we're going another way for Puxico. And coming into the game, Keenan Williams and Andrew Luster is into the game. There's the inbound, back to Gadberry. And they're bringing the full court pressure here. And there's a reach and a foul on Abbott here.
I'm going to say this is where they might be just a little bit lost without Smith. A lot of times you don't miss the scoring or the, maybe the ball handling so much, but just that floor leader and some things, especially if they press. That's probably a pretty good move on Coach Taylor's.
Yeah, he's sensing the vulnerability, the ball handling and bringing it up, and he's going to try to take advantage of it while he can.
Don't know how well he knows them, but when I see Smith go out of the game, I am immediately going to apply some full court pressure.
Yeah, and here's a turnover here. Stewart turns it over, so a little problem handling the ball here late for Puxico. And Williams brings the ball up for Hayti. Gets a pick to the right, goes right. Fakes a shot over left to Clay. Over right to Abbott. He's looking in to the left side over to Keenan Williams for 3. Good. Well, it's been a while since Keenan's gotten in the game, and he just might start turning it on here.
That was the real deal. That 3 spotted up over there out of the play. And
we get some more full court pressure by Hayti. Russell with the ball. He's going to bring up the right side. Gets across the timeline. Goes left. Pass off to Gadberry, but he travels.
Yeah, that was the guy catching the ball in the wrong spot and not having.
Yeah, he was right there in the middle. He didn't know who was around him, and
he wasn't expecting it. That was kind of a bad mix for him.
And Williams bringing the ball up for Hayti, left.
Tyler, they were still dealing with John Smith down there. I tell
Luster with the ball, passes left to Williams. Goes baseline, passes out. Abbott picks it up, brings it back up to center. Over left to Luster. He passes in. Pass it into West. Well, I tell you, West hasn't really. I don't know if it's the scheme, but he's not getting a lot of touches down there. But
has not been involved out of the offensive set this half yet, and it seems longer than that because of the odd delay. But 6 minutes in here.
Into the game for Puxico. Phillips out goes. Let's see here. We got
John Smith just out of the locker room.
Yeah, that's what we had to applause there. That's what I was trying to keep track of. Oh, John Smith back into the game.
That took about the trip to the scores table to get him back in the game. So.
And Wood goes out of the game. Jason Wood for Puxico. Williams with the inbound, goes left. Good. That was a nice little inbound play from half court.
It was there. Phillips did not do a good job, did not even flash at that guy. He's gonna get a little chewing from the coach on that when that shows up on film.
And Russum goes left, thinks about the shot, but passes over to Smith right. Smith goes left to the paint. Shot up, no good. Blocked. Hayti coming the other way. Keenan goes the right side up. No good. Rebound, Luster goes up. It's fouled. He's fouled by Stewart. Travis Stewart. That's going to be his third, I believe.
Offensive rebounds. That's going to.
And that's what Hayti's really done well. They've gotten out, and they've gotten the putbacks, and they really haven't got the second chances here late.
No.
First shot up, no good by Luster. We have 47 seconds to go here in the game. Puxico's on top, 47-46. Second shot up, no good. Luster gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good. Puts it up again, no good. And we got Darnell Clay right there with the rebound. Puts it up for 2. So
gotta get a body on somebody at some level. You're going to have to.
And Russin with the ball gets drives right, but's fouled. And that's fouls on Dorian West. Or no, it wasn't on West. That was on Abbott. DeMonte Abbott, his third. Inbounding is Stewart for Puxico. He passes out to Russell. Back up to Smith. And he goes to Stewart in the corner. And no good for a 3. Rebound Clay. And Hayti's bringing it the other way. Abbott with the ball up the left side. Goes to Luster in the corner. He drives right into the paint. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound out to Abbott. Abbott drives in the paint. Puts up a shot. Good. So, the offensive rebounds are really becoming a part of Hayti's plan right now.
They definitely have set themselves up for the opportunity to get back in this game. Now they've jumped into the lead because of it. Because they're not shooting it all that well. We're just going to grab some rebounds and put it back up and in.
Yeah, we've got 7 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Hayti regains the lead at 50-47. Hayti, this year's number 4 seed in the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. And the Pucks go at 13. So here are these early games. We've got a big spread in the seeds, but real competitive games here on early.
Absolutely. The one just preceding this game and now this one. Kind of an odd mix. You may be questioning that timeout, but the way this game's going, a 3-point lead is important, and that's probably what Coach Taylor says. If I can slow it down just enough to throw on a press here to eat up the rest of this quarter, we take away any hope of a basket, and that's that could be custom critical for him.
Yep, Smith inbounds the ball. He's going to take it all the way.
All the way to the rack.
And he misses the shot right before the buzzer. That's going to bring it into our third quarter.
Probably in a weird way ended up way more open than he thought, so it threw him off.
Yeah, and it looked like he had a defender maybe there to foul him, and it didn't turn out that way. But that brings an end to our third quarter here at Game 4 of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Hayti on top of Puxico, 50-47. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV. And we're back here with myself, Tyler Wagner, along with my co-chair here, Lloyd Rice, and Corey Martin behind the camera. We're gearing up for the fourth quarter here of Game 4 of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. We have Hayti on top of Puxico, 50-47. So what'd you think of that third quarter there, Lloyd?
Same spread as at halftime. Puxico jumped out to a 3-point lead at one point, and kind of probably felt like they had things going their way. And I tell you, it's been an odd mix of play this game. You can't get a real feel for it. If those other coaches are sitting over there scouting either one of these teams, they're probably scratching their head trying to figure out what they want to do, because neither one of them has shown anything consistent.
And Puxico to open up the fourth quarter. And back goes John Smith. He puts a shot on the left side, no good. Going the other way. And they're going to call a walk. Pesbury made a pretty nice little move there, but Harmon said he took a little short step there.
I'm laughing at Harmon's reaction to Coach Taylor there, gigging him about that.
And Smith bringing the ball up, gives it out to Stewart.
Smith is trying so hard at this point to get back in the mix, and it's and they need him to. It's tough to start your set that far out, though. They're going to have to keep rolling it over and get it. Good looking shot. Get
Smith
that in
passes
there.
out to Stewart for the 3, and it's good. Old Smith, he comes right back in the game, and he's doing it already. He opened it up for everybody else.
Good dribble penetration by Smith to kind of draw those defenders and kick it off there. And Stewart
and that's what they were missing those couple minutes he was out. They didn't have a lot of threat on the ball handle, and he comes in, draws the defense, kicks it out for the 3. And in the meantime, Presbury goes to the hole, but they're going to call a jump ball.
Tied him up.
He got tied up right there in the traffic, and it's going to stay with Hayti. Keenan Williams to inbound for Hayti. Looks inside for Presbury. He goes to put up a shot, but it's taken away. John Smith down the right side. He goes to the paint. Puts up a shot, and it's fouled.
Drew the foul. That's good basketball right there.
I'd say he's such a threat. When he gets in the middle of the paint at 6'2", he can do anything. He can pass off, he can shot fake it, and then go up, and then, like he did there, he just put up a fake and then went up, drew the foul.
Tyler, earlier today, I would have never told you that he handles or is that integral to their ball handling and guard play, but he's actually been their key ball handler, I would say.
He sure is. First shot up by John Smith's good. Foul's on Dorian West, his second. Second shot up and is good for John Smith.
John's a good ball player. He's not going to sit out here and blow you away bombing threes or doing anything, crazy dunks, but he's very important to just about everything they want to do.
And a pass in the middle. Clay tried to get control of it, but he traveled first. And speaking of Smith, he's got 18 in the game so far after that free throw, so he's making it happen for the Indians.
And set out a big portion of that third quarter, so.
And he's responsible for a lot of the other points that they've gotten as well. And a nice little shot there in the paint by Williams, Eric Williams for two. That's his first two of the game.
That's what I was going to say. I hadn't called Williams' name much after he started. I kind of thought he might be, and he may be one of their usual ball handlers, just one of those games where he's not been in the mix quite as much.
And Kenny Williams goes to the hole and it's knocked out of bounds. Hayti will keep it.
Oh.
And easy shot in there, missed. Rebound West, he gives it up to Abbott. Abbott goes to the paint to the left side, up, no good. Follow up.
Another follow-up.
And another follow-up by West is good. Actually, that was Presbury, Denzel Presbury.
Too many opportunities. They're going to get one of those tipped in. Or
Stewart goes into the paint, puts up a shot. And we got a blocking foul. And that's before the shot. That foul's on Abbott. That's his fourth personal foul. And coming into the game going out of the game is Abbott. Coming into the game. See, that was coming into the game. Didn't catch that there.
I did not, no.
In the meantime, shot up, no good. Phillips with a rebound. And he's fouled before the shot. Yeah, Williams put up the shot, and Phillips got the rebound there, and he's fouled before the shot, so we'll have an inbound on the baseline. Oh, nice.
Nice play.
Russell with the inbound to Smith, and then Smith gets it right to him, right back onto the goal for two.
There's another 2 points he's responsible for.
There's a shot by Williams, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Russell coming the other way. He's on the break to Smith. On the left side, he puts up a shot fake up, good.
Russell is not going to wait too long, so I'm thinking if I'm his teammate and I see him rebound, I'm heading the other direction.
I'll tell you, the Puxico's looking real good right now. Williams goes in the hole, no good.
They
Rebound
are.
out.
If they'll kind of control this offensive rebounding situation, they will. They'll be in good shape.
Smith with the ball, pulls up, good, right in the paint. That's another two for Smith. He's just getting it done on all ends right now.
Kind of got it going his way.
Puxico's got some really good momentum here at the start of the fourth quarter. They're up 60-52 with 5 minutes to go. Shot up, no good. Shot up by Presbury, rebounded by Clay. And there's a foul on the floor.
And I tell you, that's the exact shot the one Hayti put up originally, that if I'm Puxico, I'm wanting to give them little side jumpers and things. Those shots are tough to hit. You don't see those taken out of offensive sets and stuff. So, but gave up another offensive rebound and leads to a foul.
Foul on Joey Phillips, his fourth. Williams goes out of the game. There's a pass underneath. Stewart had a good look. No, that's just Stewart. That's Luster. Had a good look, missed it. Got fouled on the play. That's on Phillips.
Thought Phillips.
Joey Phillips, his fifth. He's out of the game now. Well, he's turned in a good effort for him. He didn't have any points, but he's got some rebounds, played some pretty good defense. Pretty good effort by Joey Phillips today. Into the game for Phillips.
Kind of got caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He was wide open and he had to commit, but at least he made him work for it here and misses the first one on this front end of a 2-shot foul.
Not a bad foul then.
Nope.
8-point lead. And
into the game is John Paulno at Puxico, number 34. Second shot up, no good. And stolen away by Smith. He's coming down the left side, passed over to Stewart. Up, no good.
Still worth 2 points. I said there's another.
And we got another steal by John Smith. He's going to get trapped here. Passes out to Wood.
Now these
he goes up the right side.
Okay.
And we got a timeout by Puxico. Well, he got pretty fast pace there.
I was just going to tell you, they really need to think about this next shot with an 8-point lead and 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, we've got 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the game, fourth quarter. Puxico's on top, 60-52. And we'd like to let you know that this game is brought to you by Three Rivers Community College. Well, I tell you, this is going to be a close one coming down the end, it looks like. But Puxico's they gained enough momentum there early on to really, hit some open shots. They've gotten some good-looking shots, and they've converted on them.
That was
go ahead.
Well, I was going to say that it was just a super 8-10-point run that Puxico just did, and took care of some of the offensive rebounds that we've been talking about, limiting Hayti to 1 or 2 possessions, and they've kind of gotten a little bit of control of this thing. It's 4 minutes. That's a lifetime with an 8-point lead, I know, but kind of where you want to be at this point.
Yeah, but Hayty's, they're going to start converting on offense. They're getting some shots in the paint,
right,
and they're putting back, but they're not converting those either. But if you're Hayti, you want those opportunities. They're just going to execute on those opportunities coming down here to 4 minutes left.
Well, you've called his name about 6-8 possessions in a row with John Smith, and it's just on both ends. See that?
John
right
Smith comes up with
the
it.
that you want.
Center court. Pass over to Russell on the right side. He looks down low, and we got looks like a foul on Wood. Jason Wood looks like he held him down when I think it was Luster that was going up for the ball there. He just was out of position, and he just basically tried to keep him from getting the ball and going another way. So it's a foul on Jason Wood, his fourth. Team foul number 8, so that sends Luster to the line to shoot a 1-on-1. Andrew Luster at the line, first shot up, no good. Rebound, Presbury, he goes up, no good. And there's a foul on Presbury to avoid the fast break here. And just like them, they got their chance there in the paint. They put it up and just couldn't convert.
They're actually getting probably the same opportunities they were, and they're just going over. I mean, they're just flat missing the bunnies, and it's cost them about an 8-point.
And I tell you, really, Hayty's really struggling from the line right now. And Russell shot up, no good. Stolen away by Stewart. And there's another steal, and he got the Rogers got the steal, and Stewart got called for the foul on the reach.
Ball got poked away. He went back after it after the fact and got dinged for the foul.
And that's Stewart's fourth personal foul. Sends Rogers to the line. He misses the 1-on-1. Rebound to Russell. He pushes it down, looks for Stewart. Open shot, but no good. Right there underneath the goal.
Come on, guys.
Presbury with a rebound. Looks to Rogers coming up the right side. Crosses over, goes back right, looks at the paint. Mixed up, Russell with the steal, coming down the other way, 2-on-1. Goes all the way, converts. 2 points for Russell.
There's your free throw line layup from Russell again.
Yep, Keenan goes coast to coast, no good on the layup. Rebound to Wood.
Now, if I'm Coach Crane, I am absolutely screaming for these guys to slow down some.
Yeah, Wood with the rebound. They trap him in the corner, but is fouled by, looks like Presbury. For Hayti, that's Presbury's 15th foul. Or 15th foul. 4th foul. His number's 15. Going to the line is Jason Wood, number 4, 6'3" senior.
Buck's going to make a little hay with these free throws.
We have 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. Bucks go up 62-52, make that 63-52.
Seemed like we talked about it being about a 4-minute point in the game a lifetime ago, and we're just now down to 3 minutes. We've had a lot of possessions. I don't think Puxico, again, I don't think they want to get into that game with Hayti of just shoot, holler, and faller.
And we're coming another way. Keenan Williams looks into West. He puts up a shot in the paint. No good, but it's fouled. And that's fouls on John Pono, his first. West will go to the line to shoot 2. First one good.
It's a free throw. Those have been hard to come by for Hayti.
Well, Hayti's really struggled tonight. I don't know their exact number, but I'm seeing here on the sheet that they've really struggled. Second shot up, no good. Rebound, Russum looks at the pass to John Smith. Gets it back to Russum. He's going to go around the right side, but it's fouled. Well, Russum's been going sideline or baseline to baseline. He saw an opening. He was going for it.
Opening or not, he's going. I'm telling you, he's got the eyes on the prize. He puts it on the floor and he's going to the hole with it.
Yeah, the foul was on Andrew Luster, his second personal foul, team 9th. So that's going to send Russum to the line, shooting a 1-1. First shot up, no good. Rebound, Presbury. Rogers dribbles down the left side. Layup good on the baseline.
Quick timeout, going to talk things over.
Well, it's an interesting game here. We got a timeout about 3/4 of the way through the 4th quarter at 2:48 left in the game. Pucks go on top, 63-55 over the Hayti Indians. Well, looks like we got another upset here in the 52nd annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on the first day. Puxico is your 13th seeded team against Hayti, the 4th seed. So looks like we're on pace for a second straight upset here if everything turns out the way it looks.
A little bit typical of the last game. Leave a team, it's close, and we're going to get down late. I tell you what, Puxico's got some well-established older kids that played a lot of basketball, and John Smith's just been absolutely, kind of dominating the second half for sure. Even to have missed that big gap, he's just been so important to this kind of them taking over the game.
Well, I tell you what surprised me is Puxico's actually getting out on the break and getting the fast break points, which they've got the athletes to do it. They've got John Smith and they've got Russum that's been just leading the charge. And also you got Stewart that's been on those breaks too. So, Puxico's stretching the court out. And then we got Russum here on the inbound of the 4th quarter.
Russum reminds me of
out of the timeout. Russum gets it stolen from Rogers. Picks it up, passes it over to Presbury. He goes up for an easy 2. It looks like Hayti's picking up the pressure here. Russum brings the ball up. Smith brings it up. He's getting pressured. Over right to Russum. He looks at the shot, passes it up. Got passes there in the middle to Williams.
This is exactly what I'd do. I'd roll Hayti.
Oh, and there's a pass deflected. Russum recovers it in the backcourt. Brings it up. Knocked out of bounds. Still Puxico ball. Well, I'll tell you, Hayti's picking up the pressure here. They're trying to, which they need to. They're down 6 here, 63-57, 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the game. They're going to convert, or generate some offense somehow. And what better way to do it on a, a defensive steal to go the other way?
And that's what Puxico. They're just certainly Hayti is going to guard them hard, that hard from the basket. Don't get frustrated by it all. Just take care of the ball.
Yeah,
and go shoot free
Puxico,
throws.
They're getting a little flustered here.
Yeah.
They just got to play their game, just handle the ball, and Look for the shot. There it is. Russell in the corner for the three. No good. Rebound out to Williams. He looks like he's going to get on the break here on the right side. Goes up. No good. Follow up. No good. Wood with a rebound. Stewart looks right to Russell. He goes up. Good.
That guy is just going to go to the hole with it.
I'm telling you, he's stretching this court out just by himself. And West is going to get an easy basket down low, a quick basket.
Hayti is missing some assignments here. They need to be pressing, and they're not realizing.
Oh, a dangerous cross-court pass there to Wood. He gets in the corner there, and looks like they're going to call a timeout before things get out of hand here.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Crane, I'm not liking the looks of that set at all.
Well, it looks like Hayti is going to come up, looks like they get a full-court press, or it looks like it may be a trap. And they just about got a turnover there, that cross-court pass. And if you're Hayti, that's what you want because you can turn those into quick turnovers.
It's been a good-looking about a three-play stand for Hayti. They've gotten Puxico a little frustrated, a little out of their comfort zone, and the kids are just uneasy enough, maybe making some mistakes and stuff that's not characteristic of them. Yeah,
Hayti brought the heat there in those last few series, and Puxico hadn't felt that heat all game, so they're a little taken by surprise by it, but they've handled it generally well. They had a turnover just then, but and they kind of threw up a quick shot there. Russell in the corner. I mean, if he's liable to shoot that, but we got a minute 25 left in the game here. 65-59, you're up 6. If you're going to take any shot, you want it to be a real good shot, easy shot to spread this lead out.
I'm not sure I'm looking for the 18-footer from the corner, but, if it goes in, everybody looks like a genius. So if John Smith doesn't get this ball.
Oh, and there's a cluster up there. Smith falls down, turnover. Hayti brings it up. Presbury goes to the hole.
Good night.
And it's good. He goes coast to coast off the turnover.
That is a shot right there.
John Smith, he looks down, and the cross-court pass is picked off.
Dangerous pass.
West picks it off. They push it up. Back out. Oh, and Hayti turns it over. Williams was looking for, who is it? That's Rogers there. He had him on the break, overthrew him just a bit, and Rogers tries to save it and throws it back out of bounds. So
I tell you the one thing is, as an official, plays like that negate any call you can make or don't like, because it's like, Coach, I can't help you out at all if you guys are doing that kind of stuff. So
right, and Puxico with the inbound is fouled by Keenan Williams, his second foul. And that's going to be the Hayti Indians' 10th foul, so that's going to send Stewart to the line. Stewart at the line, shooting 2.
Stewart has been their long ball shooter, so we'll see how that converts here.
Misses on the first try. We've got a minute left in the game. Puxico's up 65-61, and it's getting close here real quick with Hayti converting turnovers as they are. We're about to have a nail-biter here. Second shot up, no good. Rebound West, comes down with, loses it. Rogers picks it up, brings it up the right side. Russell hard on him there. Passes up to Luster. Luster gives it up, passes, deflected out of bounds by Russell. He's going to stay with Hayti. And it looks like they're going to have a conference about this call here over who tipped out on.
Russell
tipped it for sure, but they're not sure. Okay, it was off Russell for sure, and they said it was off. Looked like it was passing to Rogers, and they called it out on Rogers, giving the ball back to Puxico. And a long pass to Russell down the other end. He goes up, and the basket's good, and the foul. What a nice long pass there on the inbounds. That was about a 3/4 court pass there, and Russell converts and the foul. Well, I tell you, if you want a long court play, Russell's your guy for this game.
That's what I was just saying here. Is there any guy maybe in the whole tournament that I don't want that particular pass and play going to? That was like Joe Montana to Jerry Rice.
And he converts on the free throw. Cody Russell.
He has just been a wild man to the hoop.
Rogers puts up a 3, no good. Rebound Stewart, he dribbles out to the right. Over to Wood, the right side, up to Russell. He takes a shot, no good. And he rebounds, gets his own rebound, puts it up good.
The Coach Crane can forget about him holding it back.
Your score now at 70-61 Puxico with 30 seconds remaining. Williams puts up the shot, no good. Rebound West. Gives it to Smith. He brings up the right side.
I'm kicking it up.
And there's an intentional foul called on Andrew Luster. He just grabbed the jersey there as you're going by as Smith dribbled past him. Yeah, they called a. Now, is the official call an intentional foul or a flagrant foul?
Well, that's an intentional foul.
Okay.
A flagrant foul would be something that would cause you to get ejected.
Okay, excessive. Yeah, excessive.
Yeah, a punch, an elbow that's on purpose. That's a great call because you just cannot reach out and grab a guy's jersey.
Yeah, it wasn't like he really, did anything harmful, but he just grabbed the jersey that was just basically just.
And in this game of basketball, we all know there are truly intentional fouls or times when you want to foul, but you can't do it by that means. You cannot just grab a shirt or an arm or take a guy's head off on a layup.
Yep,
you got to make some play at the ball.
Yeah. John Smith misses the 2 free throws on the 2 free throw intentional foul free throws. Inbounds to Stewart, gives it back to Smith, but he's fouled. So he'll go back to the line to shoot 2.
That's a rare 2-shot free throws where Smith misses both of them.
And that's Denzel Presbury's 5th foul. And it looks like Abbott's coming into the game for him. John Smith's free throw's up and good.
Good finish here for Puxico. They had a couple times when they could have let this thing slip away from them, and they didn't do it.
Second free throw up by John Smith is good. Abbott's bringing the ball up the left side. Need a quick basket, if any. And it goes down to West. Dribble pass down to West. He goes up for a shot and is blocked, but is also fouled. He's fouled by Eric Williams. His first foul. And we're over 10 fouls here for Puxico, so either way, Hayti's at the line for 2. At the line, Dorian West, 6'2" junior, number 45. Which hasn't done bad for Hayti tonight. He's got 13 points on the night. The missed free throw on the first shot. Boy, I mean, the Hayti, they can look back on this game, and the free throws, it seems like when they do come to the line, it's 1 of 2. I don't think they've converted 2 of 2 from the line tonight. And there's another miss by West, out of bounds off Rogers, going to Puxico.
They have missed a ton of free throws. Plenty of opportunity.
Puxico inbounds the right side. John Smith brings it up. He's going to bring it out, and this should do it.
Yeah, let him just dribble that thing out.
And they're going to run it out. And your final score here for the 4th game of the 52nd annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament between the 4th-seeded Hayti Indians and the 13th-seeded Puxico Indians comes down to Puxico on top, 72-61, with our 2nd straight upset of here on the first day of the tournament. And we'll be back in just a moment with stats and more commentary with Lloyd Rice in just a moment.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
And welcome back here for a little post-game coverage from the 52nd annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Game 4 between the 4th-seeded Hayti Indians and the 13th-seeded Puxico Indians. Final score, Puxico comes out on top, 72-61. Our 2nd straight upset of the day, 2nd straight. Like we said, 72-61 final score. What'd you think of the game, Lloyd?
No major. I mean, if you would have told me that before the game that's how it would have ended up, wouldn't have been shocked. Puxico's an older team. They've got a lot of seniors, maybe a junior or 2 sprinkled in there. It was kind of a funny mix of ball game to get to that end. We kind of had a little bit of everything in that game. But you kept calling John Smith's names all second half. Made so many good plays there late in the game. Hayti had an opportunity to get right back into it, maybe even take it away from them. Puxico just wasn't going to have it to be.
Yeah, one thing that teams are going to look out for in the rounds coming up, Puxico can get out and run. They showed it today. Russell, Smith, Stewart, they were on the break the whole game, especially in the second half. Russell was going baseline to baseline, and sometimes himself. He was going through the defense, so that's one thing you got to look out for Puxico in the later rounds. They will put it on the floor and blow it by you.
Wasn't always the most beautiful thing, but I'm like you. I would have, at some point there in the second half, he had me convinced. I'm giving Russell the ball kind of whenever and however he wants to get there. He just didn't miss many shots.
Sure
Flies
didn't.
through there, swoops, swirls, gets it in the hole. 72 points putting up on the board. When you don't have a lot of shooting firepower, that's a pretty good ball game.
Yep, and some of the high scores for the game for Puxico, we had high man was Cody Russell, 6'2" senior, number 11 with 29 points. He was the lead man. And right behind him, he had John Smith, number 15. He had 24. So those two guys pretty much teamed up and took over the game.
Russell had 29.
29.
See that, and that's bad commentary. I just wouldn't expect you to say 29. But look from that second quarter on with him, and he when he came into the game, it was just instant energy. From that, and I'm pretty sure that he didn't start, but. For whatever reason, 29 through the course of 3 quarters, that's a good game.
Sure is. And Travis Stewart, he added 13 behind him, and also Jason Wood with 4. So, the bulk of their the points came from Russell and Smith, and shoot, they can do it themselves the way they did today. As athletic as they are, and that they show today, they can carry a team through this thing. So. And let's look at Hayti's side. They had some good performers. Keenan Williams had 18 points. He was their high man. He created a lot for them. Denzel Presbury added 12. And Dorian West had 13. And followed by Craig Rogers with 8. So, and Hayti really struggled with their free throws. I counted up unofficially. I might have missed a few there. 7 of 17 from the line. You miss 10 free throws. You lose by 11, but still yet, free throws are big in a game.
That's right. How many of them are the front end of one-on-ones and some things that
definitely
that you just can't put monetary value on? Just too important to even matter.
And Hayti had some good scoring opportunities down low. They got some rebounds, tried to put them back up, and just couldn't convert. If they get those opportunities in the games ahead, they've got a good opportunity of beating anybody in the field. So, look for Hayti to really come out with a strong effort if they get those same opportunities in the games ahead. But
Puxico's put themselves in good shape. They get the winner of this next game, Dexter and East Prairie.
Yep. And Puxico moves on, and they'll play the winner of the number 5 seed Dexter Bearcats and the 12th seeded East Prairie Eagles. So, and Hayti will, of course, take on the loser of those. So, I'm really excited of the games we've had so far.
It is, especially with the one before this. But from about that 4th, 5th seed on, you can throw that stuff out the window, and it's just even up, and who's going to be ready to do the best job of it that particular night or game.
Hey, I would like to close on a note to let you know that this game is brought to you by Three Rivers Community College. For Corey Martin behind the camera and Lloyd Rice beside me, enjoyed doing the game with you. It was a good game, and myself, Tyler Wagner, for the 4th game of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, the 52nd annual. Stay right here for high school basketball on YHC TV.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare located in Dexter.
Now I'm visiting with Coach Phil Taylor from the Hayti Indians, and Coach, lost a tough one.
Yeah.
First day of the tournament's always a mystery, and this time you guys came up a little bit short.
Well, we haven't played a game in 10 days, and we had a couple snow days, took a game away from us. So, yeah, we've been off for a while, so we're a little rusty, and, it's a young group, too. Lost 6 seniors from last year's team, and I only have 1 kid that got significant playing time. So this is a young group. So we're kind of, some people say rebuilding, I like to say reloading.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, everybody comes over here and they want to win.
Oh, yeah.
The goal is to win the tournament.
Most definitely.
The secondary goal, I would think, as a coach, would be to play 4 games.
And actually that's what we want every year. Just be here the last day. if you're here the last day, then that's something good with the type of tournament this is. There's a lot of good teams in this.
Yeah.
And if you're here the last day, then you've made some noise and you played some good basketball. So,
Yeah.
and we're not done by any stretch of the imagination. So I hope to be here next Tuesday.
Now, I just got finished talking with Mark Crane from Puxico, and I was very complimentary of his defense. I thought their defense covered up a lot of things. They got a lot of interceptions as the ball is being dropped into the post.
They did. They had quick hands today. They did a good job inside. We thought that would be one of our advantages. I know they have two really good guards, so I thought our inside play would be an advantage. But boy, they just every time the ball went down, they collapsed, and it just kind of goes that way sometimes. So it's okay.
Yeah, when you play Puxico, they're going to play good defense.
Oh yeah.
They're not going to make mistakes and kill themselves.
That's right.
Usually they're going to shoot pretty good free throws. They didn't shoot real well tonight, but
I think we kind of got them a little tired there toward the end. Those free throws were falling a little short, and I thought that might be where we have a chance to make a run. But a couple balls off the fingers there at the end. It just didn't bounce our way. So I mean that's okay. That's part of coaching, part of playing this game. So.
Now you get the losing team of this game that's going on
Correct.
now against Dexter and East Prairie.
Correct.
What do you know about either of those teams?
Not a lot right now. So we're going to go stay and watch a half and try to put a game plan together and just come back and play hard and just see what happens. So.
Well, we wish you all the luck.
All right.
Appreciate
Thank you, sir.
coming up.
Thank you.
And that's Coach Phil Taylor from the Hayti Indians.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare, located in Dexter.
Hi, I'm Charlie Flanagan, and I'm visiting with Mark Crane, the head coach of the Puxico Indians, after a hard-fought win against the Hayti Indians, the number 4 rated team. And Coach, I got to tell you, last year Puxico comes in here and has a terrific tournament and knock off all these higher rated teams, and here you go again. Number 13 team knocks off the number 4 rated team. Tell us a little bit about the game.
Well, going into the game, I told the guys we were a little disappointed because we wanted to be the first upset in the tournament, and I guess Van Buren beat us to it, and you have to congratulate them. But we knew coming into it we had a shot at them. We matched up well against them. We do a man-to-man, strictly man-to-man defense, and we play a lot of help defense. And we knew the key was going to be block out and rebound, which we didn't do a very good job of the first half. Much better job the second half, especially in the fourth quarter. We've proven that we can score against anybody. I think we're averaging close to 70 points a game. But, man, we're giving up some points. Tonight was a bend, don't break defense, but 61 points is a little bit too much to give up. And we take good things out of every game, and that's something we can work on for the next game.
I'm so glad you mentioned your defense and your rebounding. I come in and watch this game, and I see you're a little bit smaller, a little bit slower than the other team, but yet defensively, I thought you really controlled the tempo of the game.
And a lot of their points, matter of fact, without looking at the stats, I'm going to say the majority of their points were probably on second shots because we weren't able to block out. This year, all year long, that's kind of been a theme for us. I think if they go back and look at the stats, the first shot teams take against us almost never goes in, but then we give up second and third. Joey Phillips, our big man, didn't play last year, and he didn't get much playing time the year before that when he was on the team. Then Wood, number 4 that was in the game, hasn't played since junior high. So they have a lot of inexperience as far as down low, but they're getting better every game. We played Kelly to 9 points. We played Advance close. We get better every game.
Well, tonight you sure couldn't tell that those kids were in